Shit is fire. It's fire. It's fire.
Ready? This is gonna be my clip. What do you think about the color?
¿Tú no lo quieres pintar silver?
What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today's super exciting. I am going to the shop to work on the Type R, and there's two things on the agenda for today. So I bought this Eastwood internal frame coating that essentially what it does is it coats the inside of the frames so that you're protected from any kind of rust from the inside out. It encapsulates any rust that is existing. It pretty much hardens it up and coats it so that it doesn't continue to spread. And then after I do the internal frame coating, I'm gonna begin doing the undercoat on the car. So today's actually the day that we're gonna start spraying color on the car for the first time. Everything prior to this has always been just primer. So now we're getting some color on the car, which is awesome. Super excited for that. I'm doing a tintable Raptor line. So Raptor line is a bed line. It's basically the stuff that people spray on the back of their trucks to protect the beds from getting damaged when they have like a pickup truck and they throw stuff back there. But in this case, I'm using it on my undercarriage to protect from any rock chips or damages from the road, from rust. It's a really good product. It's very, very strong, very, very hard. So these cars come with like a textured undercoating that's color matched to the car. It's paint matched. And so Raptorline does the same thing essentially, but it's actually a harder product. It's much tougher, and it's relatively inexpensive. It's not that bad. So yeah, we'll get to it.
Hey!
What's up, cameraman?
Happy Saturday! Hey, un saludo a Platano con salami. Platano con salami.
Platano con salami 73, no sé qué diablo.
No, espérate. Esto es un saludo especial por un seguidor de nosotros de YouTube que puso un comentario que somos toditos dominicanos, Platano Power. A nuestro amigo y hermano Platano con salami 6380, mi hermano. De lo mío personal, no bulto. Me voy.
So I just got done with scuffing and sanding the wheel wells, and I'm gonna blow off all the dust, and then I'll start wiping everything down, spraying it with an epoxy primer, and getting it ready for the undercoat. So all the wheel wells are prepped. Now I'm gonna begin spraying primer. All the wheel wells are primed and ready for paint. These are actually gonna get undercoated, so like that's why I didn't go too crazy in all of these little edges and stuff, because it's actually a textured undercoating, but it is gonna get paint matched. So right now, I'm gonna start spraying the internal frame coating along all of the frames, rails, and cavities throughout the entire car. This car doesn't have any rust for the most part. It's really clean, but you can never be too careful. So I'm gonna start spraying everything with the coating to make sure it's protected. Perfect. So I just got done spraying the internal frame coating. Pretty much what I did was I went inside of all of these cavities and sprayed as much as I could. Went throughout the entire undercarriage. These frame rails, these plates that are kind of just in the exhaust tunnel. These rails right here, these rails right here. Then the front frames as well, as much as I could, as much as possible. And you can see that it's dripping out from all of these little corners and stuff. Oh, I did the radiator support as well. So the radiator support is fully coated on the inside. All of this will get scuffed before we paint the front nose, but at least we know all of it is coated properly and won't be rusting anytime soon. So I found these plugs at Harbor Freight, and essentially what I'm going to do with them is, before I throw the bed liner, the Raptorliner, I'm going to mask everything. But the Raptorliner, since it's such an aggressive product, sometimes it makes it hard for you to thread your bolts in afterwards. Essentially what I'm eliminating is the difficulties threading in the bolts. So these plugs will go in all of the holes where bolts go in, and later on when it comes time to put all the bolts in, there'll be no paint inside of here, no Raptorliner. I'll just take these off just like that, and that's it. There'll be no paint inside the threads. So far so good.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Alright, brother, later.
Yeah, how cool is that? Right?
I think that. Nah, this is fine, bro.
Right?
It's actually super fine.
Because then after I spray everything, when I go to put all the threads, bang, it's gonna go right in.
Yeah, you don't gotta use tape no more.
Or thread chasers. Yeah. After, because you know how sometimes you have to clean them out.
Yep.
Just to have at the shop too is more than enough.
Dueño de Harbor Freight, que aquí en CJ, yo no puedo decir esto para YouTube. Tiene una chupeta gratis.
Nah. I just got done cleaning off all of the seam sealer. Getting all the seam sealer off and getting it down to bare metal. Daniel over here. One by running tape as a guideline, so when we run the seam sealer it looks nice and clean. Over here in the back we're going to do this little section like this. We're going to do the floorboards from this seam to here, the entire thing, both sides, and the same thing over here, from here up to there and down around the back side. So I just got done doing all the seam sealer. Daniel helped me with all of this. Came up very nice. So now we're gonna begin spraying the underside. ¿Qué lo que? Plátano con salami.
Hacho, my boy, plátano con salami. De lo mío, plátano con salami. Ey, el mejor suscriptor que tú tienes, plátano con salami.
Tan solo por el nombre.
No, es el mejor. Somos dominicanos, plátano con salami, tú sabes, estamos activos. Ya no vamos a hablar inglés. Aquí todos los blogs de ahora para adelante van a ser Spanglish, español e inglés.
So now we're 100% ready to start spraying. The entire car is masked off. The lift is masked off. So everything that you see is what's getting coated with the Raptor line. Danielle, one bite. How's it look?
Looking good.
Looks good, right? So I just got done setting up the gun for the Raptorliner. Put a regulator on there. And yeah. So I'm going to begin mixing the Raptorliner. For the Raptorliner, especially if you have the tinted one, if you buy black, you just add the hardener, this, and that's it. You shake it and you spray it. But in my case, since I'm doing paint match, I have to mix my base coat into the Raptorliner. So in order to do that, you take your Raptorliner, you take this cup that comes with the kit, you add 8 fluid ounces, which is right there, of the hardener into here. If it's black, that's all you have to do. If it's, in my case, tinted, you need a cup, a measuring cup, and you're gonna add, or at least I am, 100 milliliters of base coat into the Raptorliner, 8 fluid ounces of the hardener, and then mix everything all together.
Yeah, Josh.
Ready? This is gonna be my clip. What do you think about the color?
¿Tú no lo quieres pintar silver? Oh, scunt is yellow.
Sheesh.
Let's get high, baby.
Oh my god.
This shit is fire. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Dennis. What's up, bye?
One by.
Fuck, scunt.
So the entire undercarriage is Raptorline, which is bed liner, except the rear subframe. The rear subframe is painted just like it was from the factory, along with the rear tow hook. But this thing is looking awesome. Ah! This shit looks so good.
Oh, we outside, buddy. We almost there.
Fucking love you, my heart.
We like 10%, nigga.
Literally.
Literally.
But it's looking so good. So, you like my hat? So Limita did not want me to paint the car yellow. He was against the idea at first. I don't know if he's still against it.
EK9 real Type R. It's so rare to see. So rare.
In silver.
In silver. To paint the yellow. The problem is there is a lot of yellow wraps 2000 from the 97s. So that was my whole idea. But I love yellow. Yellow and red.
How about this? So the thing with yellow is yellow was never a color for the 98 Civic Type R. Only 99 2000. So we're making one.
So we're gonna have a yellow Type R, real Type R. We are 97 from.
Fuck it.
No, fuck it. Yeah, we too late.
Fuck it. It's too late now. If you guys get me 1,000 likes on this video, I'll rip a burnout in the office.
Please don't.
1,000 likes on this video, and I'm ripping a burnout in the office.
Nah, that's not happening.
1,000 likes.
That's how real it is. You see how the screen got black? No, it's not happening.
Bro, that shit looks fire.
Too sad, they're not gonna see it now.
No, they'll see it. Bro, when I go to a show, I'm putting mirrors under the car. Bam, toma, pa' que vean. So I just got done. Got a little paint on my hat. Super happy with the outcome. So I just got done taking all of the tape and the plastics off, and this is our final result. very, very clean. I don't know if I'm gonna wait until the rest of the car is painted to reveal the color, or if I'm just gonna reveal it, but if you're seeing this, I decided to reveal it, and I couldn't take it anymore. And yeah, Type R is going yellow. It'll be a spoon themed yellow EK9. It's gonna look so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. So if you like the progress, if you love the content, please subscribe. I'm gonna try to do a lot of content like this, and definitely gonna continue showing the build and all of the progress and everything that we're doing to it. So hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. Later. So this about concludes our episode. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw it down in the comments. If you have any suggestions, feel free to throw it down in the comments. I would love to know what you recommend in terms of cleaning up the motor and transmission without having to disassemble everything. I was thinking dry ice blasting, but if you have any other suggestions or ideas, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah.